ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Kelsey Johnson. Welcome to Sports Tuesday. The competition down in Veracruz, Mexico continues today after all the finals were canceled last evening due to bad weather. Bahamian swimmers competing at the Central American and Caribbean Games are hoping to add a few more medals to the Bahamas' count when they dive back into the pool for the late session. Marguerite Aubrey Higgs touched the wall at 2 minutes 43.23 seconds for third in the women's 200 meters breaststroke. Aubrey Higgs was in Heat 2 and earned a lane in the final. Hours after diving into the pool in the 200 meters breaststroke, Aubrey Higgs made a splash in the women's 400 meters individual medley, swimming out of Heat 2. She finished fourth in 5 minutes 23.88 seconds. Heading into the finals with the fastest time in the women's 100 meters butterfly event was Ariana Vanderpool-Wallace. Her time, 1 minute 01.33 seconds, was also the winning time in Heat 2. Vanderpool-Wallace is the record holder in the event. The BAISS Softball Championship Series wrapped up yesterday, and the St. Augustine's Big Red Machine Junior girls carted off this year's trophy. Our Julian Gibson was there and caught up with the champs before they celebrated.
Kelsey Sock Junior girls had a lot to celebrate yesterday. They won Game 3, 8-4, doubling up St. Andrews.
Our coaches told us that we had to come out strong. We had to be strong. We had to come out. We had to play as a team. We had to pick ourselves up, and that's what we did.
We came out with confidence, and we showed them that we meant business and that we corrected our errors at all points, and we batted perfectly.
We played really well. When we were 4-5, I was really scared. But I know since we're Sockers, we were going to make it through. We are Sockers. We're going to win.
After that first game loss, it was a wake-up call. I prefer that loss in the regular season. But after that loss, the girls regrouped themselves and we realized that we had to come out here aggressive. We wanted the win, so we had to play as if we wanted to win, and that's what we did tonight.
For the losing St. Andrews team, boy, they really wanted to win Game 3.
SAC came out and they brought the heat, and our girls wanted to win. I just don't know if they were prepared enough to fight for it. And Game 3, we came out wanting to win, and we came out fighting to win. SAC happened to take it. These girls pushed through. They battled. We were slightly weak on our defensive side. We stepped up offensively with our hit-in, but they battled it out.
I think it's an honor just to get second. Just because we didn't get first doesn't mean it's like not an accomplishment.
In the second game, I think our biggest problem was the fielding, but in this game, we actually we could have beaten them. It was just our batting wasn't right where it needed to be.
So the 2014 Junior Girls champions are the SAC Big Red Machine. Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I am Julian Gibson.
The GSSA basketball season tipped off yesterday over at the Donald Davis Gym. Picking up their first win on the season was the AF Athlete Tigers Junior girls. They nipped the CH Reeve Raptors.
Yeah, very tough. We really didn't have enough time to really prepare, and we didn't know the season was going to really start that soon, but we had to dig deep today.
Look like you have some big girls, so if they could get it together, your team might be tough to beat.
Yeah, we have a big front line, but they need some work. So we're going to go back and we're going to prepare.
Work hard for the last month or so. These girls, I think Jitters have them, the first game Jitters, and I thought that they should play a lot better, being the defending runners-up last year.
Bahamians are in for a treat when this year's Battle for Atlantis basketball tournament tips off next week in the Atlantis Ballroom. No longer will they have to wait to see some of the top Bahamian collegiate basketball players as Buddy Hield and the number 18th ranked Oklahoma Sooners face off with Wannabela and the UCLA Bruins. According to Associate Director of Special Events and Ticketing Athena Butler, says this is one tournament you don't want to miss.
The local interest is definitely there. We've been featuring a few stories in recent weeks, just saying that that we're going to have the Bahamian players playing. What's very important is that the two players are going to be facing off on day one with the UCLA game versus the Oklahoma game, and we've seen some local interest with folks calling in and wanting to inquire about just getting tickets to that game to come out and support their fellow Bahamian players.
Tickets are on sale and can be purchased at the Atlantis box office. Because of the high demand and the fast pace of ticket sales, Butler says extra seats have been put in for this year's tournament.
We have a 4,000-seat arena. We are right now expecting, we're at about 26,000 tickets sold over the tournament, so pretty big numbers right now. We're pacing at about 15% more ticket sales this year compared to 2013. We have huge band travel, as we've mentioned before. Our guests comprise the bands that are traveling with the schools. We have a strong local support. It's just a fun event to come out, and we expect to have that arena filled for the majority of our game.
Bahamian great boxer Elijah Obed, who won the WBC light middleweight title of the world, sat down with our Charles Fisher and reflected on his reign as champion.
It makes the world know about this country, because I'm from this country, and they're all over the world, having the world title, and I make this country to get a bunch of good grades in the world. Knowing that I was a world champion.
What are your best moments about being a boxer?
When I won the world championship. I came from a small country. The world didn't know about this country. The world didn't know. Yeah, the world didn't know about this country, but to see this country can produce a guy like me, so it was all right.
That will do it for sports. Once again, I'm Kelsey Johnson.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.